If we seem a little off for some reason, it's because it's like 100 degrees and we're not used to that here in the Pacific.
Yeah, driving over here it was like 97.
Yeah.
And then it cooled down to 93 by the time I got over here. But I mean, that's still, for us, it's like really hot.
Yep,
and
no kidding.
What's unusual about this heat wave is it's pretty humid, which again
never happens here in Seattle. So what's today's topic, Kevin?
Well, before that, come by. So today we're going to talk about using
correct Japanese. Right?
Japanese.
Yeah.
It's amazing because, believe it or not, you're already using so many Japanese words in daily life, especially because recently things like anime and things have become really popular. Sushi has become really popular. That you're using Japanese a lot. More so than you probably imagine, or you realize rather. And so we're going to try to kind of clean those words that you're already using so that you're pronouncing them correctly.
Right. The only problem with it is maybe your friends will start to call you and say, call you on it and say, dude, why are you saying it all weird like that? Well, you can tell them, in fact, I'm saying it properly. You're saying it weird.
So Aaron brought up a good one, and this one really just bothers the crap out of me. A lot of people say sake. For sake. Sake, right? That's the correct way to say sake in Japanese. Yeah, and that's another thing, because a lot of people think that when you think of sake, you think of the Japanese rice wine, when in fact the Japanese people call that nihonshu.
Nihonshu. So if you go to Japan and you order sake, people will think you're just talking about beer, alcohol, something in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sake or osake, which is a little more polite, you put an O in front of it. Sake is alcohol in general. It's everything. So to label, Japanese rice wine as sake or sake, as a lot of people pronounce it, is kind of a misnomer. So keep that in mind. But the correct pronunciation is, once again,
sake.
Sake.
Osake.
Osake. Let's see. Another one that gets a lot of people is samurai.
Well, but this is so commonly used in movies and Hollywood.
It's become its own. It's become an American.
There's a whole subculture behind it.
Absolutely.
So it's.
But for anyone who wants to know the real pronunciation of samurai, it's actually not samurai. It's samurai.
Samurai.
Yeah.
Right. And same with ninja. It's not ninja. It's ninja.
Right. Ninja.
Ninja.
Right. And another common one is kimono, which isn't kimono. It's kimono.
Kimono.
Right. So everything kind of
kimono.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess you can kind of think of it as being a little more sharp sounding. It's not as
sharp sounding, and you pronounce all the syllables in the way that you pronounce Japanese syllables. So instead of I being I, it's I.
Right.
And if you studied any foreign languages before, that most other languages in the world pronounce I as I. So English is weird that way.
Another one that really kills me, but I have to admit I say it improperly a lot on purpose, just because it's easier to say, is...
And people probably understand you.
Right, is karaoke.
Yeah, because if you say karaoke the way that Japanese people say it, people will be like, huh, what? What are you talking about? Right. So how do you say that?
So karaoke, properly pronounced, is karaoke.
Right, karaoke.
So I've tried to use karaoke with people, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" So it's just to avoid all the hassle, I call it karaoke all the time. And it's kind of like I was mentioning, some Japanese words have just become English words, so it's not so much that they're Japanese and they need to be pronounced properly anymore. But anyway,
it's just good to know in case you do go to Japan or you have Japanese friends, or you want to sound intelligent and make fun of your friends when they pronounce it wrong.
That's right.
What's another one? Thinking like anime.
Oh yeah,
people say
that's
anime,
true.
so like anime, but it's the I, so anime.
Right, the A as well. It's not anime, it's a. So anime, right? Exactly as Aaron said. Or manga.
Right.
Oh, that one kills me.
I actually haven't heard manga before. That's fun.
Oh really? Yeah, I hear that one. Oh man, that one
kills me. You like manga?
It's manga.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's also nigiri.
Oh man, I've heard that. So I had a coworker, and she was gonna go out for sushi one night with her boyfriend, and she says, "Oh, do you like that nigiri?" I'm like, "Okay, so first of all, it's not called nigiri." She's like, and she's actually, I think she's Vietnamese. So she was like, not that she should know necessarily, but when I called her on it, she felt bad. So, so anyways, she's like, well, how do you say it?
It almost sounds like a derogatory word.
Yeah, you know, you're like, what?
What did you call me?
Yeah. No, it's nigiri.
Right, so, nigiri. Here's another one I just thought of right now. Tokyo.
Oh man, that's the biggest one ever.
Yeah,
Tokyo.
And Nagoya.
Yeah,
and
so Kyoto.
Kyoto. The Kyoto Protocol.
Yeah, right.
So I hear this all the time at work, and I just have to kind of grit my teeth a little bit and just suck it up. But it just bothers me a lot because it's wrong.
Yeah. So why don't you correct it for us?
Okay, so Tokyo is actually Tokyo. So the T-O is actually kind of long, and it's not Kyo, it's Kyo. It's like a blended sound. Similarly is Kyoto. Kyoto is pronounced the same way. It's not Kyoto, it's Kyo, which is blended together and kind of long, and then the to is short. Kyoto. Nagoya is Nagoya.
Right.
And let's see what else are big ones that are. Oh, you know, people say Osaka pretty close.
It's pretty close.
It's Osaka. It's kind of like shorter. It's like Osaka, but a lot of people say Osaka, which I think that one's pretty close. We're getting on, you know, everyone's case about how to pronounce Japanese words, but you know, by no means are Japanese people any better.
Oh, I'd say they're worse.
They say things, you know, they use American words and butcher them absolutely. But as we were kind of, you know, talking about, these are words that were kind of borrowed from other languages, and you know, just like karaoke has become kind of an English word that we use, and we can say it whatever way we want to say it. The Japanese borrow words from other languages, and regardless of how it's actually supposed to be pronounced, they pronounce it the way that they want to pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly. It's comfortable to them.
All right. Well, it was nice hanging out again, and definitely stop by ispeakjapanese.net if you're not there already, and comment. Looking forward for everybody's active participation.
Until next time.
Bye.